What's going on, people? King Richez. We've got this black woman here and she wants to tell us why she don't and why she won't date black men anymore.
A little bit about me before we get into this video. I'm clearly a melanated woman or black woman, and I'm extremely independent. I've been living alone since I was 22 years old. I'm college educated. I have a career in corporate America. I have a very healthy income. I'm able to provide everything that I want for myself. I have no debt and I live in a very high cost of living area. And I do this all by myself with ease. I take care of myself. These, by virtue, would peg me as the stereotypical black woman.
All those things peg you as the stereotypical black woman.
Crazy black men try to say is black women are undesirable, they're obese, they don't take care of themselves, they have nasty attitudes, which I have a badass attitude as well.
Wow. First thing, she's saying the obesity issue. Well, in this side of the world, obesity is an issue for everybody. So that does not exclude black women. Just by being an individual who is in shape, that puts you in like the top 10% of people on this planet. And then the second thing, she made it a point to say that she's got a bad attitude. Like, are you proud of that? What? Like, this is not a good thing to have a bad attitude. It actually makes men want to avoid you. Do you understand that?
I definitely fall into the stereotype of a undesirable black woman.
What? Because you have a good job and income, you have your own place.
However, none of that stops me from dating and choosing very consciously to not and never again date black men. And I have a little list here, which only took me about 3 seconds to put together, of why I don't date black men. Now, the first reason is because they're extremely
insecure. Here we go. Insecure. Every man is always insecure. When you don't agree with a woman, you're always insecure. That's always the go-to.
If you've seen my last video, then you know how I talked about black people, melanated people victimizing themselves to white people is not a flex. It's not something that is respectable. It's not something that's dignified. It's not really something that's going to help you propel and move forward in your life. I've never dated a black man that didn't talk about his
experience as a black man
and talk about how
the man is always trying to keep him down.
And it's so sickening.
And I suppose black women never voice their opinions about their experience as black women. I'm sure it's only black men that complain, of course. Yeah, of course.
It's disgusting. And it's my experience dating every single black man that I've dated. They've always talked about how their experience as a black man in America is one that is filled with hatred and racism, I guess. Although secretly, I believe every single black man would find themselves at a higher status if they actually had dated or was in a relationship with a woman of non-color.
What? Everybody needs to understand exactly what this woman's saying, right? She's saying that she believes that black men would be in a higher status if they possessed or were with non-melanated women. That is her words, not mine, her words.
But that's really neither here nor there. I really hope that black men find their preferences away from black women so that they can continue to level up and do them and go about their merry way and be great.
This woman is very bitter. And this just lets me know that she is unable to attract the black men that she wants. See, whenever you come across these videos where women are complaining, the men that they date have always been trash or bums or broke or whatever, it's because those are the men that you are able to attract. You cannot attract men of a higher tier. This woman here is talking about all the black men she's dated have been rubbish. Well, that says a lot about you.
I noticed that black men are really crabs in a bucket. Black men just can't stand to see someone doing better than them. They're very jealous and insecure as well. I don't know what this stems from.
And women are not the same. Women are hyper jealous of each other. But anyway.
They want to bring them down and knock them down a peg to where they feel that they can be on top of whoever it is that they're dealing with. And I've noticed this amongst black men that I don't even date. Black men who are supposed to be my mentors, Black men who were supposed to be leaders. As soon as it comes down to them being challenged in any way, when it comes down to them being questioned in any way, they need to throw their authority and force it onto me, in my experience, or whoever it is that is a Black woman. They just want to keep a Black woman down and keep a Black woman in her place.
You've already told us that you have a bad attitude as well as a very narrow face. And I'm sure when you come to try and question or critique or criticize these men, your bad attitude comes along with that. And that is not going to foster a response that is going to be pleasant. I'm sorry.
The next reason why I don't date Black men is because they're just too feminine. I'm going to be honest with you. Extremely feminine, lazy. Black men are just lazy as hell. They're hella unhealthy. They die very young because they don't take care of their health. I get up and I go to the gym at 5 o'clock, 5:30 most mornings. On weekends, I'm at the gym when it opens, 8 o'clock. I don't ever see Black men in the gym.
What? This woman says she never sees Black men in the gym? Are you crazy, bro? Black men are always in the gym. Always. I don't know what gym she goes to, but Black men always like to go gym. Black men love to play sports. They always want to be physical. That's one of the main stereotypes that Black men have, is being athletic, strong, and all of those kind of physical attributes. And now this woman here is trying to put out the ideology that Black men don't like going to the gym. Oh my God.
Now, granted, I live in San Diego, so there may not be that many Black men in general, but there are still some percentage. I shouldn't be the only Black person in the gym.
So you live in an environment that is got a very low populace of Black people. So now she's using that as a measuring stick to say that, oh, Black men don't go to the gym. This is stupid.
I see so many Black men walking around looking like they have one foot in the grave and one hand in the chicken bucket. And it's really unattractive. I don't need to be canoodling. I don't need to be cooperating. I don't need to be associated with any man that can't take care of his health. And again, from all the Black men that I dated, whether they were skinny, whether they were bigger, they just did not take care of themselves. And it's unattractive. I can't date them.
You have zero awareness. You're basically letting everybody know that you can only attract these type of men. And if these men are trash, then what does it say about you?
Too feminine, in addition to being lazy. A Black man's masculinity is not inherent. They're not masculine because they embody the qualities of masculinity, like being strong, like being organized, planners, like being disciplined. No. Black men are masculine relative to women. For example, Black men's favorite line to say about Black women is that
they're too independent.
Too independent relative to who, babe?
I've never ever heard any Black man say, oh, women are too independent. I'm not really heard that. See, the issue with the independence is that usually they let this independence go to their ego. I've got my own car. I've got my own place. I'm educated. I'm this, I'm that. So now I am a goddess and you should worship me. So it's not about you being independent. Nobody cares. You care. That's why you started this video of talking about all the things you've accomplished and what you've got.
For the Black men that say that Black women are too independent, they don't live alone. They don't own anything. They're in hella debt. They're living paycheck to paycheck. Yet they turn around and they look at a Black woman who has all of these things going for herself and they want to take her down. Again, a peg.
Again, you're talking about the guys that you attract, the men that you choose to date.
Their level because they're insecure. But really going back to this masculinity versus femininity thing, which I think is kind of hogwash anyways, Black men are very well known for expecting women to submit to them and listen to them. And
it's all men, not just exclusive to Black men.
Can't argue with them. You are to be seen and not heard. And it's just really not the way that the world works.
It actually does work like that in some parts of the world. And since you don't want to date black men, why don't you go to the Middle East and see if you have to submit to those men?
Brushing under the rug all of the other factors that they don't have going for them that makes it so that it's very hard to trust even what they're saying or to listen to their advice. Because why would you take advice from someone who you don't want to switch places with?
Again, you have zero awareness. You're letting everybody know that you have a tendency to date losers. You have a tendency to attract losers. Why is it that you seem to be attracting all these broke loser black men? Because that's not all black men, is it? She has no awareness, bro. She's just on a vibe of, let me just talk crap about black men and this is my experience. Yeah, but their experience says a lot about you.
Third reason why I do not date black men anymore. I'm never going to date black men anymore. Because I mean, after 10 or so, I'm pretty much going to take the L.
So you've dated 10 black men and they've all been losers and bums and broke and lazy. Who is the common denominator here? You are the constant variable there. Why is it that all the losers seem to gravitate to your space?
When I'm seeing these same qualities in all of them, and I'm seeing these same qualities in my elders, and I'm seeing these same qualities in people who are supposed to be mentoring me, people who are my peers, it's a loss. Like I'm not interested, right? So unmotivated. They're just extremely, extremely, extremely unmotivated. And it kind of goes back to that crab in a bucket thing. If you try to motivate them, they're not accountable. They don't hold themselves accountable to their health, to their wealth, to their well-being, but they also don't let you hold them accountable. Like say you set a goal or have something that you want to accomplish with a black man, you will be the one who's pulling all of the weight in that. And when you end up getting results and he doesn't, again, he just wants to bring you down a notch.
Again, this is the guys that you date, you pick, or you attract.
The demotivation of being with a black man, interacting with a black man, being romantically involved with a black man is very contagious, actually. And I'm not going to say the point of this video is to get black women to not date black men, but I'm just telling you that that's why I don't do it. Because in my experience, when I take a step back and I observe what's been going on, I'm just so, and have been so happy and fulfilled just not dealing with them.
She's come out with this video called I don't date and won't date black men anymore, but she's not doing this video to encourage black women not to date black men. She just wants to talk crap about black men on this video. What are you trying to achieve with this video? Because in my opinion, yes, you are encouraging black women not to date black men with all of this propaganda.
To the next point of being unmotivated, they expect recognition for doing the bare fucking minimum.
I got a college degree. I have my own place. I have blah, 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 blah.
You did the same thing at the start of the video. Zero awareness.
Overall, I feel that black men, when it comes to the whole like range of men and the whole spectrum of men being from on an axis, and you have the lowest level of men and then you have the highest level of men, I feel like black men are at the very, 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 very lowest. And I don't mean this to be racist. I mean, how could I be racist? I'm melanated, right? Black people can't be racist against black people. This is not a divestment video. This is not a,
oh, ladies, you need to go and you need to date outside your race because these other men are so much better.
No. This is just to say, though, that the whole idea and the propaganda for black women to involve themselves, to dedicate their life to black love and to always hold a black man down and to always worship a black man and to always see a black man as your provider, as your protector, as your leader, when he doesn't fulfill any of those roles, when he doesn't tick any of those boxes, is strictly that.
That's the men that you date.
And I'm speaking just from my experience in dating them and saying that's why I will never date them again.
Nobody cares who you're gonna date, who you're not gonna date, or you're gonna date. No one cares, okay? We are not missing anything. Yeah, no one gives a crap. Yeah, and end of the day, like, you are exposing yourself and the poor choices you've made in men, or you are exposing the type of men you are able to attract. Because if every single black man you've dated has been a loser, you are the common denominator in this. So that means that's what you attract. So you need to look in that mirror in the background with the light bulbs on it.
Yes, the whole entire race, that whole entire category of men, they can no longer access me. Now, I am going to conclude this video with what the next steps are for me and what the next steps have been for me. I've only dated pretty much foreign men since 2021. The last black guy that I dated was in 2021, and he was the weirdest. He was actually adopted by white people, funny enough. So he sounded like this, and he was telling me just super like, oh, he was saying that when he was in high school, his parents sent him to boarding school. And I said, why did they send you to boarding school? Because I was a little shit. And he literally sounded like that. I'm not one to talk about someone sounding nerdy and goofy, because I sound very nerdy and goofy.
Every woman says that.
Anyways, like I said, ever since 2021, and we're now in 2024, I have not dated black men, and I've only dated foreign men because maybe I'm a passport girl. No, I'm just kidding. I like dating different cultures though, because I just don't experience the insecurity.
Then why are you not married to one of these non-black men? Why are you not engaged to one of these non-black men? Why are you not even in a basic relationship with one of these non-black men? Why is there no non-black man with you in that bedroom making this video? Why are you sitting on the floor next to your bed doing this video? Why? If you stopped dating black men since 2021, bro, you've had a few years. Why is it none of these non-black men have committed to you yet, since they are so good?
And I also really love nerds. Like, I only date engineers. Kind of cool engineers, but engineers nonetheless. And they just don't have that level of insecurity. Maybe because they're not black. Maybe because they have very good incomes. Maybe because they can afford to take me on a date and I don't end up putting out, it's not like they spent their last meal money for the year. It's not like they're at a loss. They're fine. You know what I mean? I didn't have that experience with black men. They just seem to be very,
I don't care about your job. I don't care that you live in this place. I don't care about any of this stuff.
When at the end of the day, they totally fucking cared about everything that I had going on for myself, because it made them look at themselves and realize that they wasn't popping big shit.
So all these guys, these foreign guys, yeah, these non-black guys that are popping big shit, as you put it, yeah, all these engineers and all these guys that money ain't a thing and they can take you everywhere. Why have they not committed to you? Why have you not secured one of these guys? Why are you here on YouTube doing this video, talking about people you don't want to date? Why would you waste your time to sit down to make a video about people you're not interested in, people you don't want to date? Why? What is your motivation? If you're winning dating foreign men, you should be talking about the foreign man that you're dating right now and why that's so good. Bruh, like, this woman's a joke, bruh, but I've had enough of her. Let me know what you think about this in the comment section below, man. Make sure you leave a like under this video. We should get a lot of likes. Let's get this video viral, bruh. Anyway, with that being said, yeah, I'll be back again with more reaction videos. Remember, like the video, leave a comment, leave your like count as well. And also, make sure you check out my clothing line, www.letsgonow.shop. Go cop some of the gear. I'm wearing one of the sweaters right now. Let's go, yeah? Anyway, with that being said, I'm signing out. You lot take care. I'm out. Peace.